exactly.
The part, and I find a lot of people doing this, like a lot of people in life, sort of doing this thing where they're trying to figure out how this thing ends or what they end up with in their pocket before they begin the journey. And
Did Gary tell you before? Well, I was waiting before Drew hightailed it out of here. I was sitting on the couch over there. Yeah, running scared. I was sitting on the couch and I was yelling at a guy because I've got a small. I won't tell you what the endeavor is because if I hire this guy, then you'll know what it is. Anyway, I was trying to get a guy to take a position for one of my entities. And it became a negotiation. All he could do was, I want this, I want that, I want that. I won't even go through the demands. It reminded me of when I was doing rock and roll concert promotion, where, I want green M&Ms, and I want this or that. And all I'm thinking, I said to the guy who's working for me now, I said, is this guy want the job, or is he looking for a retirement package? Because if he wants it, then get in there and make yourself invaluable, and I'll reward you. I've got people working for me for over 10 years. Don't sit there and demand everything up front. Get in there and show that you can kick some ass.
The thing that's funny is that there's people that think it would go any other way. Which is I've had people around here going, I need a raise, and I go, well, what we're working on now is not bringing any money in, but I will work with you to change that, and once we change it and the money starts flowing, then we can get you a raise. And I go, I want the raise now, and there's no other answer than no and see it, because what other answer is there?
I just don't get it. It's so simple. Make yourself invaluable. It's not that tough. Just figure it out. As I was telling two of the people in the office yesterday, I don't require a whole lot, except I don't like unforced errors. Don't be Billy Buckner and let the ball go through your legs. And you could do that once, but just learn from the mistake and go there. And then even if the enterprise is not making money, if you're invaluable and I can see that you're doing it, I'm going to reward you out of nowhere. So it's spontaneous. But boy, when you come in demanding this and demanding that, and the self-entitlement.
Yeah. Hold on, we can back.
Where's Mike?
Mike?
Shanghai Mike.
Mike, what do you do? So listen, I'll be straightforward. I've done this podcasting thing for 7+ years. There were many shows there were some shows that made money, there's some shows that broke even, and there's some shows that lost money. And listen, I shit can my own dad. I kid you not. Because I just said to him, Dad, you're coming in here and you're just pontificating in a microphone for an hour a week and nothing's coming in the door. And he said, sort of said, well, that's not the way I roll. And I said, well, but Dad, here's the thing. People have this, they live in this fairyland where it's like, well, it's not costing you anything. Well, just because I'm not standing in front of you peeling off 20s and flushing them down a toilet doesn't mean it's not costing.
Lighting them on fire, light my cigars.
Mike August will tell you about something about the cost of lost opportunity, which is I'm spending time. First off, of course, it's costing me something. It's bandwidth, it's electricity, it's my equipment, it's my mortgage,
No, but
it's my
the lost
people.
opportunity is when Paulette says, I want you to do this, this, or that. And I said, if I went right now and build somebody $2,000 an hour, I could pay somebody else to do the thing you want me to do right now, or I can just sit here and recharge. That's the definition of lost opportunity.
And I just said to my dad, look, this has been going on for about 2 or 3 years. I pay an engineer, I pay guys to work on the show, and there's nothing coming in. And I don't need to get rich off the show. I'd like to not lose money on it. And he said, I think plenty of people like this show. And I said, good. Ask them for some money. And he said, I don't beg, man. And I said, well, you don't beg, but you do take a hell of a lot of charity from me. Got no problem taking your son's money. But I said, ask everyone who's listening, look, if this show is important to you, if this show is something that you find valuable, here's the guy done it. We lose money on it. If everyone who's within the sound of my voice is willing to pay $1 a month for it, then we'll get our head above water, we'll break even, and and we'll continue. But not. And I gave him about 3 chances, and he literally never did it. And he sort of explained that that's not the way he rolled. And I said, well, I gave you the opportunity. I think I've been more than fair, and I'll see you down the road, pal. And that was it. So there's also been shows that hung around for 4 years, never made a penny, and then we turned around and we're able to turn the corner toward a profit.
Sometimes it's because I have enterprises like that too, where you kind of tread water or whatever you want to call it for a year or two, and then some black swan or some other event happens and it catches, maybe not catch fire, but all of a sudden it turns it around. The investment paid off. So,
Mike, the point is we're going on 7.5 years, and it's because of guys like you that are supporting the show. And I don't, there's not much else I can say other than thank you. And thanks for supporting our sponsors like Indochino. Yes, these guys. Reinventing men's fashion. It's a made-to-measure suit. I've not got it yet. Okay. I did, first off, as I said, they show up with the iPad, they get all the measurements. And then I went online yesterday. Man said, you want wide lapel, you want the short lapel, you want the double.
That's okay. So did you get the wide lapel or the thin lapel?
I got the thinner one, and then he said, you want the double split in the back or the single split in the back?
I call that the double vent or the dual exhaust or the
dual exhaust. And I said,
the dual?
He explained to me that sometimes the dual exhaust makes their ass look big. Right. And I said, that's because you have a fat ass. I have a skinny ass.
Yeah, you do have you kind of have a skinny ass, so you probably want the dual exhaust.
Go dual exhaust.
Okay.
So, and I like a performance-minded.
Okay, right.
So I went dual exhaust.
Well, how many buttons up front? How many?
I said, let's go. I'm not here to reinvent the suit. Okay. I'm not that damn.
Flat front trousers or
the pleat? Yeah. Where's the pleat?
Okay, you had a pleat. So when you have the pleat, here's something you should know. When you have the pleat, you're supposed to have the cuff. Did you get the cuff?
I didn't get the pleat, so I didn't get the cuff.
So flat front, no cuff.
I did a lot of, as I do in life, what's everyone else do? Because here's my deal. And I said to my wife, said to me, why do you get into the argument? I always say, because I don't argue unless I'm right. So my batting average is exceedingly high.
Right, exactly. You just wait for a pitch of
I don't have super strong opinions about stuff I don't know about. Right. So I found myself with Indochino, I found myself to say to Matt, well, what do people do? And he said, here's what people do. And
did you ask Matt how high the trouser from the ground the hem should be for your pants?
No, but I told him I dressed to the left, and he said, stop saying that. They're not asking.
You kept saying I'm
running against it.
I need extra room.
He said they're not asking. Stop it. Stop saying that.
Yeah, but it's a great company.
Yeah, and you get custom suits, and it's just $3.99 when you enter down and check out. Plus shipping is free. It's just one more way of why do it any other way.
That's like a 50%.
Yes, it's crazy.
Right. And it's the same price as if you went to not even a highline suit. It's kind of a mid-level suit price where you get custom, which is incredible.
I'm in a wedding where the wedding party supposedly has to wear custom suits, and the tailor this guy wants to use is north of $1,000.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Lynette just texted me why it's so cheap.
I'm trying to bring him over to Indochino.
Trying to explain it's expensive. Indochino.com where you can go. Promo code down and save and $3.99. You're right. All right, let's do one more call here and let's see if there's a question about custody cases. PJ.
Hey, Adam, Mr. Garrigo.
Yeah.
Mobile Boy. What's going on, guys?
How are you? Are you in Arkansas?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey.
Yeah. So I have broad strokes on this. Been divorced for a few years, and my ex is now living like a gypsy, moving all over to Florida, if that's any surprise. So I'm going for custody, hopefully so I can get him before the next school year. And I just want to ask Mark, do I stick to the main issues, which sticks to family, education, stability, his friends and his family are all here, and his health is, you know, he's put on quite a bit of weight and he's having some mental issues.
How old is
Or
he?
do I, he is 8 going on 9. And so, do I stick to the main issues, or do I try to find every little ticky-tacky little thing that I can bring up? Like, I don't want to piss off the judge with, you know, all this and all this. Where I'm
Well,
mostly concerned about
that's a very good point, Mark. When does it become tattletale-y, nitpicky in a judge's mind, where it's like, oh, this person is just essentially fabricating little nicks and knacks, trying to rat the person out? Why should I believe anything they say when they are this or that?
So there's a legendary judge just passed away this week. His funeral was this week. Is Judge Black, and he, when he moved from the criminal courts to the family law courts, he ended up becoming kind of the go-to guy in the family courts, was famously quoted as saying to his comrades, whenever they would move from criminal to family law, welcome to the largest cauldron of perjury in the civil justice system, which is the family law.
Right. I saw her kick a puppy the other day.
Exactly. My father used to say, their line was, it's a battle of the perjuries. So understand that the judges see every day, maybe 10 times a day, everybody whining about this or that and the others. And part of the other problem is, even though you've got a lot of high-priced family law lawyers, most of these cases are pro-pers, people representing themselves, whining, kind of like people's court on steroids.
Right.
What you want to do is make sure that you've got laser focus, number one, on what you want, what you're trying to accomplish, and get just your 3 best examples of it. I mean, they will be so excited, the judge will be so thrilled that somebody has been able to just zone in, focus, and just stick to the point that you've got an edge that is almost insurmountable.
Would it behoove him to say, I'm not here to knock the other person down, I'm here to focus on the child.
Right,
Here's what I think would be best for the child. And then how much is TJ and Mark, how much of it is just kind of vibe? Like the guy's wearing the appropriate attire, his hair seems to be, I'm not seeing the IE tattoo and nothing sticking out of his collar, and he seems like a pretty well put together, like his demeanor. I believe this guy. I like this guy. I think this guy has the child's best.
How about this? I'll give you an example. I had 10 different clients all assembled in a courthouse, and we were there to talk about settling their case. And 9 of the guys come in with suits and ties. Actually, the 2 women who were involved were dressed very appropriately in business section. And one person came in wearing flip-flops and toe jeans. And you can imagine who was the problematic one. And so that becomes a real issue, because I always told them, if you don't go to church or temple or mosque, dress like you think that you should be going in there.
Indochino.
Indochino, exactly.
Right. All right, TJ.
And the night before, make sure that you have a good meal delivered to your house from
Blue Apron.
Yeah. Because they're doing it at the Corolla house. I guarantee you they're doing it at the Garagos house. Garagos. I had the shrimp pasta last night, which was off the charts. The one they give you those gorgeous shrimp.
I know. It's always, your first impulse is, oh, you're going to get some stale bottom of the barrel.
Right, like bay shrimp that looks like it's got the little black veins through it.
The chicken, the beef, the lamb, whatever the cut is, you think, okay, why would they send the good stuff? I got my money, now I'm going to get that. Oh, no, they send the good stuff.
And the highest quality, artisanal suppliers, family-run farms, fisheries and ranchers, all less than $10 a meal. So I ate last night for less than $10. Plus, that recipe card is my favorite thing, because I showed Marcy the card. She with the pre-portioned ingredients, and she prepared it. I barely taken all my crap with free shipping. Go to blueapron.com/doubt. Create incredible home cooked meals. Don't wait. blueapron.com/doubt. Blue Apron.
All
Another way
right.
to cook.
It is. Live shows everywhere. Go to Avenue.passing, especially coming up in Europe, Dublin, England, and Amsterdam. Yeah, June 27th through the 29th. Go check that out if you're abroad. A lot of people in Shanghai, a lot of people abroad. The Mangria Bar Crawl, let's lead that. That is June 10th. Enjoy that. That's in Denver. The Endless Rant IPA everywhere.
Which, by the way, is very good.
It is delectable. Go to Corolla Drinks for that. Mark 10E, the restaurant located.
Restaurant downtown in the Fine Arts Building, 811 West 7th. Capri Hotel open next weekend in Southampton, and the V Palm Springs open now.
Oh, got to get out there. We'll bring some of that Endless Rant.
Yes.
So, until next time, that's Corolla. For Mark Garrett goes. Say it.
Thanks for listening to Reasonable Doubt. Tune in next Saturday for an all-new episode. This is Corolla Digital.
Stay tuned for the latest AP news headlines from Podcast One, right after this. When shopping for car insurance, consider this. Geico has been saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years. So if you're serious about savings, it's simple. Go to geico.com. After 75 years, they know how to save you money.
AP update. I'm Rita Foley. There was no sign of trouble on board Egypt Flight 804 as it flew from Paris to Cairo last month, keeping in contact with ground control along the way. But then the plane fell out of the sky, taking all 66 people on board into the Mediterranean. This morning we're learning that a search ship has picked up signals from deep under the Mediterranean that are believed to be from the plane's black boxes, the flight data and cockpit voice recorders. An Egypt Air official says half the job has been done now, as he puts it. And the next step will be to determine the black box's exact location and retrieve them, as investigators try to find out exactly what happened to Egypt Air Flight 804. AP update. I'm Rita Foley.
The following program is a podcast1.com production.
This is Corolla Digital. This is Reasonable Doubt with your hosts Mark Garagos and Adam Carolla.
Yeah, get it on. Got to get it on. No choice but to get on. Man, to get on. Welcome to Reasonable Doubt. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Mark Garagos, or Garagos, depending.
Garagos, depending on if you're talking to which one of my family members, and it's called Best Hour of the Week. But this may be the best hour of the year because we have our first female guest in the studio.
Seppi Moafi? Yeah, got it right. All right, Seppi is in the show that is loosely based, or not even loosely based, on Mark's life. ABC, it's coming up in September. I don't know if we have a time. I don't know.
Oh, we got a time.
Oh, we got a time.
You know what time? If you had to pick one time in all of network TV, what time would it be? Not that you've ever watched network.